Hey guys, welcome to Hanging Out on Monday night. We're going to talk about something a little different tonight than our usual DJ thing. We're going to talk about live performances and concerts. Buddy was talking about his wife going to the Ghost show last week. Tell us about that, Buddy.
Oh, well, first thing first, Ghost, I got a focus now. Oh, there we go. Ghost was telling people that if you bring your phone, they're going to put in little pouches. And it was very, very interesting because my wife's gone to a lot of concerts. She's more of a metal person than I am, so she goes to, like Slipknot and Disturbed and stuff like that. And she was kind of first like, they're going to put my phone in a pouch. How do I do this? How do I do that? So one of the things was, again, she's like, once I forget my seat and stuff like that, so she grabbed a Post-it note before she left and wrote down her seat number, her row and seat and stuff like that. When she got there, one of the things she saw was people dressed up in characters and stuff like that for the show. But when she got in and she scanned her QR code for her seat to get in, they actually print a receipt out when you give your phone to put in a little bag, and the little bag gets sealed up. It has a lanyard to go around your neck, and she had it around her neck. She does have a smartwatch. Her smartwatch was able to work, and she was able to tap to pay for things at the concession stand. But she loved it. She really enjoyed it because she didn't have people in front. And like before, she's been to a lot of concerts, and she always, she does take a few pictures. She wants to take, a few moments, but mostly like 90% of the time, 95% of the time, she wants to enjoy that time there at the concert. And when she's there, she wants to embrace and enjoy the moment, but she sees all the time people in front of her, all the phones up, everything going on. Yeah. And she's like, I really did enjoy a phone-free concert.
Sure. Yeah, you got to be present for something like that. I was going to go to Jay because Jay was talking about another band who is doing something similar to that.
Yeah, it's become a thing. And actually, for your school, Brian, comedians are the ones that started this. And I understand it because it was, I'm doing a new set tonight and I don't want it to leak.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
So if you want to see my set, your phone goes in a pouch. And I think, you know what? I'm old school. I mean, I've seen shows when there was no cameras. And back when I first went to concerts, it was on the ticket, no cameras allowed. And they would pat you down. So it wasn't like, it's no big deal. Obviously now with phones, by the way, for those of you live in the moment, Pre-Owned Joni, some of you are fans of his. He's calling me right now, but I'm not answering him because you're more important.
Well, he's
so
a Jedi.
You have to look at things from the perspective of, it's great to see something on YouTube and everyone wants to get views and Instagram and all that. But the reality is it's so much better if you just get to be in the moment. If you just get to be there. I wrote down, I went to a concert the other day. I was seeing Metallica with Kiss, Aerosmith, Black Sabbath, Ozzy before he died, and a bunch of other bands. And this is all I wrote down because that's what I had on my Post-it note, just like Buddy's wife did. And it's important. The only catch-22 is our phones have become so much for our lives. So when I buy things, it's on the phone. My blood pressure is on the phone. My blood sugar. This. And what I understand about Ghost, Buddy, and you can ask Tracy, and if live we could find out. When you show up, you scan your ticket on your phone, but then they give you a print.
Yeah.
Like a receipt/print of a ticket. I think we should go back to the old days. Paper's not going to kill anybody. Just give me a paper ticket so I can save it and say I went to this show. I mean,
stub, yeah.
Yeah.
There's actually someone there, a young lady who is, Tracy said, I want to say the row behind her, and she actually printed out paper tickets to hand out to people around her she put a ton out, and Tracy has one. And Tracy's like, when the girl gave her to her, she goes, "What's this for?" She goes, "Here's your ticket to remember that you were here, like they used to do back, a long time."
That's so awesome.
Yeah,
And I'm
this
sure
was a
that
young girl.
Karen had spent a lot of time with her printer and paper and setting everything up. And I mean, that was the memory. It was like Brian said earlier. It's like, how do you show you went to a show? You had a T-shirt.
Well, yeah, that's how you used to do it. That was the merch thing.
Yeah.
So I remember going to shows and getting the T-shirt, wearing it the next day, and on the street, complete strangers. "Oh, were you there? How was it?" Or "I was there too."
Right.
Or it was a conversation starter for the first couple days or whatever.
Well, just real quick, I have to call John in on this because even though he's much younger than I am, he was probably in the scene back when this happened. The band Boston went on tour with one of the most underrated, phenomenal bands, Fahrenheit, as the opener back in 1988. And the game was, what night did you see them? And you say, what do you mean, Jag? Well, what I mean is they played the Worcester Centrum 10 shows. The game was that summer. Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's up? You guys want to go to Kelly's? Yeah. Hey, Boston, what night? Oh, I was there Wednesday. Oh, I was there Thursday. Because they literally played so many nights that it became a conversation of what night did you go? And that was the fun of concerts. And that's kind of gone because bands don't have the money to tour. Labels aren't behind them. I mean, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but it's kind of sad that we're not where we used to be about it, getting excited about buying a ticket, getting a T-shirt. My first concert was $6.50 for the ticket. T-shirt was $10. I mean, I had that money by, selling photos of myself, and I don't want to go into that. I don't want to go into that. I got my water.
You're shoveling, uphill both ways. Yeah.
Right. Right.
For sure. And I think, like you said, a lot of this is not to spoil the secret. I mean, because if the tour is going to go on for months and months and I can watch the whole thing on YouTube days before, I'm not going to be surprised at the venue. I know what's going to happen. The exception of that, Jay, would it be like Pearl Jam? When Pearl Jam played, and it was going to be, we're going to play everything in our catalog, and it's going to be different nights, and you don't know what you're going to get. So you got to come to all 6 shows or whatever it was. That
you have to support that. Well, that was the Boston show. I saw them in June in 2003. I saw them in June, and then in I think August they played Boston, but they had 3 sold out nights, so they decided we're going to play every song. Excuse me. Every song in the catalog.
All 3 albums.
Like over 3 nights. Well, at that point they had...
I want to know what night they weren't playing Amanda, because that's the night I'd want to go.
Plus they had the other bands. So they just decided their fans are so rabid, they pulled the Grateful Dead and said, we'll record everything and sell it back to you for $10 a CD.
Yeah.
No, which was amazing. When I saw them in June, literally, we walked out of the venue at Irvine Amphitheater, and they had CDs for $10 of the night. So you could physically buy the show, and the line to buy the show was bigger than the line to leave.
I know.
Damon or Brian, any concert you've ever been to, can you imagine at the end of the night if you walked out and they said, hey, do you want to buy a CD of the whole night? What do you mean? Everything you just heard on CD for $10. There's no way you wouldn't buy it.
I know that even
Grateful Dead.
What's that, Damon?
The Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
Grateful Dead did it.
That's where it came
Well, the
from.
fans did it for the Dead.
Yeah, they're spinning cassettes out before you even left the venue with the shows.
Exactly.
Even as a DJ, I mean, I started YouTube a long ass time ago, and I used to try to get every single gig documented on video to share. What happened at the gig or whatever. Well, I did that 2-day run at Safe House a couple weeks ago, and I couldn't think of a reason to do a bunch of video at this club that I've already got a lot of video at. So I didn't shoot anything except the last song of the night. I think I shot a few seconds of that. But even at that level, I mean, where I am the performer and I'm trying to shoot things, it was cool just to be in the moment and not worry about what the big highlight of the night was, and not thinking, I have a minute to pull my phone out. I was doing other things, and just kind of leaving the phone over here and being in the moment. Not that I feel like that my video was interfering with my performance, but it was just cool to just be in the moment and not worry about shooting that video. And it's the same thing when I go to the DJ conferences. I used to shoot everything and interview everybody. The camera was always out. It was so much more fun just to be present and experience it. To just have it, just be in that moment and not trying to see the moment on a crappy little screen. You know what I mean? I was actually seeing it. The definition was incredible with my own eyes, just seeing things happen.
I got something for you too. Think of it from the artist perspective. As you're selling tickets,
I just want to.
I think he's breaking up on us here a little bit.
Yeah, he froze.
Okay, well, we'll wait till he comes back.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah. You just.
No, all I was going to say very quickly was the best version of Turn the Page is the live version. The best version of, Freebird is the live version. The people that were there and enjoyed it and in the moment, perfect. So just be present at the concert. Don't worry about, I gotta film and
or anything you do.
Lose the phone.
Yeah. Well, on stage looking down, you can only see about 3 rows deep if you've ever been on stage looking out into a crowd. And if everybody in the first 3 rows, that's all you just see is just a sea of phones, and these people are spending $600, $700, $800 to get, front row on you. It's like, are you here to enjoy the show, or are you here to make a recording this evening? Because that kind of puts the band off. It's like, I'm trying to play to people. I'm looking for the energy back on the people, and all I see is a wall of devices in front of me. Yeah, I can understand why that would be aggravating.
And that's what Tracy was enjoying the concert, because she didn't have a wall of phones in front of her, and she wasn't people's hands in the way and everything. She can stand there and enjoy, Ghost playing music and Ghost, doing everything they do, especially all 8 or 9 members they have on the band. Right. You got to look all over the place, and there's a lot to look at with those kind of bands. And to me, it's a smart, I think a very, very smart play on his part to do that and make it more immersive for the people there for the show.
Yeah, it's a weird commentary on the whole thing, especially with me being the YouTube guy. But when you worry more about documenting the moment than you do the moment itself, it's a problem.
But I think it's his decision. Excuse me. It's his decision as a performer to say, I don't want to tour if I have to face this. If I have to have cameras in my face every night, it takes away from what I'm trying to show you as my art. And that was his whole point. He said flat out, if I can't get rid of the cell phones, I won't tour. So Ghost either went away or got rid of cell phones. And obviously there are companies that help, so they got rid of cell phones because he was done. Tobias was like,
that's got to be a tough thing to pull off, but they've pulled it off.
They have.
Well, and they pay money for it. It's not like the fans are paying for it. It's not like you can say, hey, we got to take your phone, give us $2. But I don't think the cost is enough that now everyone's talking about Ghost this summer and their tour. So there's actually people that will buy a ticket based solely on the fact that we're all talking about it. So is it a smart move? Yeah. Is it a throwback move? Yes. Does it make sense? Yes. What's the downside? Well, my phone goes off. I have an emergency. Get an Apple Watch, get a, whatever Android watch.
Excuse yourself. Go to security and get it online and get it handled. Yeah, if that's going to happen, then handle it. Have you ever been at a concert next to a talker that just won't be quiet? It's like, oh, could you believe she wore those shoes with that handbag? Can you believe? And it's like, are you not
at
a
movie or anything?
Wait, you're talking to me? No, I've never been next to anyone that talks to me.
Have you ever been next to anybody who talks more than you?
Yeah, at a show. On the phone to someone else that's not there instead of enjoying the show.
No, John, I'm just having my water.
It is water. It is water. But that's another thing that it's a secondary effect that it got rid of is the distraction of, oh, something that is not important is now. And like, you imagine like in the quiet part of Stairway to Heaven, and someone's like, yeah, Murray, I want you to put 500 on. It's, like, I just think it's just.
Get me a double burger with pastrami.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, we are a little older. Back in, let's say, the 80s, perhaps, before everybody had a phone, all you have to do is take like 2 or 3 hours to go to a show, right? Or maybe more. But at any rate, you just kind of assume when you're at the show, everything's going to be fine. You're not going to come home and the whole family's going to be in distress. You're only going for a few hours. It was no big deal.
Right.
I mean, you would get babysitters for the kids and they couldn't reach the parents for several hours. And that was okay because you assumed everything was going to be fine for several hours. That's a real thing. It's okay. You don't always have to have the phone. You don't always have to be updated on things. And you don't need to always be updating people on what you're doing either. It's okay just to have a moment that you might remember without media. I don't know. It's a cool concept.
It's been said.
Does anyone else use cell phones?
If you're shooting a video at a concert, of the concert, you're never going to watch it.
No.
Never. You will never run that footage back unless you're showing it to somebody. You'll never for yourself personally watch that video again.
But it's like, like Brian said, the days of going down, I have memory of days of spending like 16 hours in a parking lot and a venue and a parking lot for like this most amazing experience. No one could get to me. There was no way to contact me. Yeah. But guess what? No one needed to talk.
That was okay.
It was totally okay.
Yeah. It's really weird. When I used to do a lot of consulting for some of the bigger DJ gear companies, some of those trips would take me to Europe. And I never had an international phone. So when I was in Europe, no one could call me. And that was so liberating. It was so cool.
100%.
I tell people, hey, look, I got kind of sort of have internet in my hotel. I'll check email every night. But aside from that, no, I'm not going to call you. I'm not going to check in on you if there's an emergency.
Yeah.
Send an email or something. Or call this guy that I know has an international phone. But aside from that, I'll see you in 10 days. It's just
traveling into the mountains. It's like going off. I'm leaving this earth. I'm on the Mayflower for.
Yeah, it was so liberating just to do that. It's so incredibly liberating.
If someone calls me after 10 o'clock at night, I am so programmed to believe the first thing I hear is, I'm so sorry to call you, so-and-so is dead. Because I grew up in that generation of there is no reason to call someone after 10 o'clock at night unless someone is dead or in a bad accident. I'm not being facetious. I'm not jumping on this. It's like, that's just the reality of it. Like, why are you bothering me?
Well, on the flip side
I just want to tell you, I found this TikTok video. It was really cool. It's red and a puppet. You should see it. Like,
on the flip side of that, people knocking on your door.
Oh my God!
There's somebody knocking on your door.
Horrific.
What's going on? Was there an accident in front of my house?
Right.
Like, no, hey, stopping by to say hi. I was in there, but why didn't you call me?
Yeah.
It's become such a part of the culture, but
I don't even have any Entenmann's on the table to offer you, because if you come to my house at that hour, I need some Entenmann's or something to offer. Do I have Sanka?
Tea.
I don't even have Sanka. I need to get some Sanka and Entenmann's when I get home. Because now you're triggering me.
Well, you just be prepared when fools show up. Just like, we always got a little something in the fridge.
That was exciting, though. It was somebody knocking your door. It's like,
who's here?
Company.
Who's coming to visit?
Company.
Wow, hey, you didn't know you were in town. What's going on?
Come on in. Have some Sanka and Entenmann's. Now it's like, who the hell's knocking at this hour? Get my gun, get the dog,
get the gun.
That's even after 7 p.m. It's like, who's here? Who's bothering me at this hour? What's going on?
Yeah. Oh, well. Anyway.
Yeah.
We're used to being at the end of a week.
It shows.
Yeah.
Let's go around the room real quick. Personally, I think phones should go away. I would love to get a shot of Ghost. I'd love to get some video because it'll get me some views on YouTube or Instagram. But the reality is, my best memories have no phones attached. 1979, July, Boston Garden.
Margot?
Hampton.
Not Margot?
Climax Blues Band opening.
Okay.
Not Joe Bonamassa, Peter Frampton.
Yeah.
I was a young 15-year-old boy, very young. And when I say young, I mean young.
Yeah.
Me and Jay Crosby sitting there in the 12th row on the floor. Luckily, my dad knew a man that worked for Don Law, got us good tickets. Halfway through the show, I turned to my right, never forget. Two young ladies in jeans with halter tops decided at that very moment to expose themselves.
Betty White and who?
Dolly Parton? I don't know.
I realized at that very moment, I had a direction and a destiny that I couldn't fight. And it's because of those two young ladies who bared their breasts at that show. I'm sorry, I can't talk.
Just feeling verklempt. Nominees for supporting actor in this category.
They were perfect. If you're wondering, they were perfect.
Pastor Jay.
For you Seinfeld fans, they were perfect.
And you don't have any pictures to prove it.
No, I had no phone. If I had a phone, I wouldn't have left the house for about 12 years. Are you kidding?
You didn't do a charcoal
I'd
sketch?
still be living in Belmont. You guys wouldn't know me.
They only live in my memories.
They live in the memories of that moment.
I wasn't going to go there, but
I did. I did. This show will never make the air. John Young will say, no, but it's that moment where you smell that smell of, oh, Ted Nugent's been here, and I think this is illegal, and oh my God, are they 18? That's the sentence that just...
And on that note, maybe we should just mention our channel sponsors. This show has been brought to you by DJ Event Planner. Have a look, and I'm sure they're very proud to have been the sponsors of this show after Jay's last monologue. Have a look at DJ Event Planner in the description of this video to learn all about them. And thank you for being our channel sponsor. But yeah, we'll put a fork in it, and we'll try again tomorrow night. What do you say, guys? We'll try again tomorrow. So thank you for watching.